Hey, welcome car lovers. Welcome to another exciting episode of the H.M. Brown Showdown. I'm Brandon Jensen and I've got Jeff and Alex behind me, and we're going to be showing you a couple of exciting 4x4s of both the Jeep Wrangler and the Mercedes GL 450. Get ready for some fun.
Hey guys, my name is Alex Kenyon. I'm one of the brokers here at H.M. Brown, and today we're going to be taking a look at the GL 450.
I'm Jeff Jameson, another broker here at H.M. Brown. We're going to be looking at Jeep's most popular model, the Wrangler. All right, so let's talk about style. This is a return to form for Jeep Wrangler. In the mid-90s, they experimented with a square headlight, and that really upset a lot of Jeep purists. You can see they've gone back to the traditional round headlights here.
Those are just regular halogen headlights, but here with the Mercedes in this gorgeous pearl white color, you got standard by xenon headlights giving you a lot more clarity at night, and they just look really cool from right off the bat as well.
Notice how these wheels are even wider than the fenders are. That's classic off-road capability there. This is going to function in both the front yard and the backyard. That's a basement SUV.
I'm going to disagree with you there on the basement SUV. This is a vehicle that you're going to want to display proudly everywhere. I mean, look at the chrome. Those have to be 22s from the factory.
All right, I have to agree, those chrome wheels are pretty darn good looking. But this Wrangler is not without style. This is legit automotive grade amber fire with metal flake and clear coat.
What we've seen in the last decade or so with these so-called coupes that are still four doors has carried over into the SUV, but they've actually married the front and the back door. Gives you great ease of access without even having to remove them like you do on the Wrangler.
Ouch, except removing doors is part of owning a Wrangler. Look how cool that looks. You're sitting in there and you're just surrounded by open air.
All right, so let's talk about the interior. Clearly a lot more room than in the Wrangler. That's to be expected. This is the two-seater model, necessitating the double door action here. You know, it's elegant. This particular model is something that's available on this GL that's not available on the Jeep is an active safety group. So you actually get a horn to let people know that you're coming. It's very, very important for safety. Hear that puppy roar? You can hear that inside while you're driving. Excellent, excellent feature. Also has a burnout function to impress your friends. Very, very, very cool. Especially because it can't actually do a real burnout.
Obviously, I'm very outclassed on features. That is a Mercedes. It's going to be loaded with options, and this is a Wrangler. However, it does have something very new for a Jeep. This is the only car in Jeep's lineup with an all-electric powertrain. Does feature a forward and a reverse. It's got a couple other things in here too. We've got a stereo with a volume knob, tuning knob, got a shifter right here. All of those are powered by imagination, but for the intended audience, they will work.
Jeff hit the nail on the head. Obviously this has more features, and I saved the best for last. Look at the infotainment screen on here. Much bigger screen than last year by about 4.5 millimeters. And the display on there is going to be accurate if you're driving through central Long Island. You've got 52 miles to go to your destination and you have to veer right off the highway. This is a working stereo. It doesn't currently work because low on battery juice, so we can't actually test it, but take my word for it. This is by far my favorite interior feature of the GL 450.
Speaking of favorite features, a classic part of owning a Wrangler is taking it off-road. And as I'm sure other Wrangler owners can attest, sometimes you go a little bit too far off-road. You get yourself stuck. And in that situation, with this car, you don't even need a winch. Unstuck.
This particular model is rear-wheel drive, but you can see the owner of this vehicle has actually added a 4MATIC badge, which would make one think that it's all-wheel drive. That's not necessarily the case. So they probably did that for resale value, but that's another reason why you'd want a broker in your corner, just to make sure you're not making a big mistake on your vehicle purchase. Here's another thing about Mercedes. I cut my teeth in the automotive industry at a BMW dealership, and we said all the time, you're too young for a Mercedes. That's not necessarily the case with this vehicle. Normally Mercedes are nice and comfortable and luxurious. This puppy's short wheelbase has a much more powerful battery than last year. It's going to cause tears of joy and smiles of excitement for the next few months at least.
Another important aspect to remember when buying any convertible is the underlying engineering. The Wrangler was designed from the ground up to be a convertible. That was once a hardtop SUV and the roof was just chopped off. It's probably going to feel a little bit sloppier because of that. And that's why you involve people like Alex and myself. We are professionals. H.M. Brown, any make, any model, any age.
Thanks for joining us today, car lovers. We hope you enjoyed this special April Fool's edition of the H.M. Brown Showdown. Please give us a like and be sure to subscribe for future videos that are going to be a little bit more helpful in comparing some of the vehicles that you'll actually be taking out on the road. Thanks again.
So dirty. Who detailed this thing?